Wait. Oh.
And then after I guess I would do like TikTok, stuff like that, like put it up there, try to make it go viral so that more people can hear it. But just because people can hear it, I mean, they're going to buy it. So I thought maybe to cut it to 20 seconds to a minute, that's a big time, and give them the short version of it, or maybe a grainy version of it. I don't know, something that's it just kind of cuts off and ends, and then
Yeah, piques their curiosity. They want more.
Hey, James.
Morning.
You're on mute.
James.
John James, how are you?
Gosh, the dogs are barking.
all right, I'm headed back into the quarters that I live in right now. It's actually a dime that I live in, but.
So, James, what do you think of my T-shirt?
Oh shit! Look at that. Shows up great right in the corner too.
Right?
I got the Cyber FM website.
Yeah, it fits good.
Yeah, looking great.
Never heard of it.
That store, I think the quality's better than like your typical Vista print or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, properly embroidered for a start.
Yep.
The hats too. The hats are not flimsy hats. What do they call them?
So James sent me.
What's up, Marty?
Hey, James sent me a message that his Discord's going to be taken soon. He's going to be rebooting his Discord.
Yeah, it's seems to be picking up a little bit. We're working on. I might need your help with the bot that you made in yours.
Yeah.
And then we have a webhook that we can, like, every time a different live DJ goes on, it can push a Discord message. So we're doing an NFT initiative, and we found that the NFT world in Discord.
Do a little merger between my Discord and yours. Just throw people over.
We're hearing you double on your phone and on your computer.
Yep, shutting it off right now.
We got Marty and Martin T.
Leave on here. Yeah, and there he's gone. He's gone. Where's my twin?
Yeah, get rid of that Marty. He's evil twin. All right.
And James.
Yeah.
Make sure, if you haven't already, to post your Discord on your Twitter, on your Cyber FM Twitter.
I think when Chris is ready, we'll do a big Discord push.
Nice.
Gotta get the tip bot going again.
Yeah, we have to prep your Discord for that.
It looks like somebody put, so update version 8.1 is out, and there's a link. I guess Discord is friendly with pushing mobile app updates out, so they click it and just updates their app.
All right, why don't we get started?
Do it.
Let me share my screen. All right, so Martin put this together, so if it's really bad, blame him.
All
right. So today we're going to talk about what is fun and what is boring about the music creation process. So what's fun? We get to use multiple instruments, guitar, drums, all sorts of stuff. One of the biggest fun things is being able to collaborate with others on the music, and you can do it, virtually this day and age. The other thing that's fun is the variety of VSTs. There's a huge library of VSTs out there that you can have just about any sound you want. It is amazing, and it's a bit of a rabbit hole where you can spend a lot of money really quick. They aren't cheap, that's for sure. And I added this in, Martin. The fun thing is creating something new that people haven't heard before, that hasn't been done before. That spark, that inspiration can be fun as well. Any other things that can be fun about the music creation process?
Getting out of your comfort zone and actually trying some new things.
Ooh, yeah.
Because obviously, I'm a bass player, and I just find myself going round and round in circles because of how you've learnt to play. You sort of end up unable to break free and get out of that groove into something else. So it's difficult, but trying a different instrument and listening to different music and trying to get inspiration, that sort of thing, from elsewhere.
I like that. Inspiration. All right. So let's talk about what's boring. Oftentimes you're alone.
Yes.
A lot of times you're not getting together with people. You're doing this in your vacuum. Mental blocks happens all the time. You go down a road and it just doesn't seem to work. Not getting along with others working on the project. Differences of opinions and difference of directions. A lot of musicians have ownership in the music and want it to go a certain way, and other people try to steer you in a different direction, and that can be frustrating.
Very frustrating.
Yep. Others slacking or not showing much interest or none. So people offer to help, but then they drag their feet, don't show up, don't put in the work. It can really crush a project pretty quick. And not balancing work and play. So can't be all work, can't be all play. A little bit of each is best.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely. Any other things that are boring about the music creation process?
Getting equipment set up and working correctly, and
Equipment, yes.
I've been really struggling this week. I was going to try and put together a nice little melody, and it's just all these bits of software and trying to get one that's suitable. And that's the most boring part for me, to be honest.
Exactly. The part that slows down everything. Yeah, that's in my case. And getting the right equipment. It's a crucial point.
Yeah. Yeah, and with that bottleneck, that stops you actually getting, stops you from actually being creative.
Yeah. I added
guess though,
another one.
When you
Go
get it
ahead.
all set up, it is fun showcasing your equipment. That's in the fun section. I mean,
There was a techno artist back in the 90s. I don't know if you've heard of him, called BT, an American artist, and he wrote a few albums with some basic equipment, and then he actually moved into making VSTs. So in the 2000s, he's now got a complete range of Cubase and other VSTs available. So he's kind of it's a positive feedback loop for the modern dance music. Very interesting.
Very cool. So let's talk a little bit about how to get inspired. We've touched on this topic before, but just go through it again. Change your habits. So don't do what you always do. Do something new. Start documenting and recording. Always document and record, because if you're making music, the worst thing is to not hit that record button and you lose it.
Yes.
You do the perfect thing and then it's gone.
Yes.
It happens
I
all the time.
love so much.
Yes. Happens all the time. Lend a helping hand. Help others. Really helps you get inspired by seeing what other people are doing, and go for a walk. I think I posted that one study where they did the TED Talk on the walk where the people were twice as effective walking than they were sitting or not doing anything. Talk to people. So talk to people about what you're doing and get inspiration from other people. So spread the word. It's a double-edged sword because if you talk too much about a project in detail, people can take advantage of that. So talk to people you can trust, I think.
Exactly.
How's that?
Yeah, people you can trust all the time.
Right. And remember not to overthink it. A lot of us get too much inside our heads and overthink it, and just it crushes the inspiration.
Yes, if writing takes too long, I don't like it, because if it comes so natural to me, yeah, I'm talking about myself, of course, but when I when I complete a song or a composition in less than 5 minutes, I'm sure that I have written all the things I needed, and I'm very happy with that. If it takes too long, I'll be forced to think over it, and that's bad for an
Second guessing
artist.
yourself.
Yes, because if you think over it again and again, over and again, and okay, you risk being too what can I say, too classical, too formal, and well, you have to be very natural, and inspiration has to come naturally, easily, and people who are very set on their ways, I always try to change my habits, because I can write songs and other things in different places. That's a very good mental exercise. And you have to try yourself. You have to do that very often, because if you write music in the same place at the same time, that's not good. It's not. It will affect your inspiration very badly. Go for a walk. Well, if you can't do that, it's good. But you know, here in Milan with all that traffic, it's very difficult. But you know, I'm going to do my best to do that, and talk to people you can trust. Yes, that's a very good point, because there are a lot of people you can't trust, where you're talking to them and they copy what you just written, and they take pieces of your composition, of your songs. That's why we have to copyright them as soon as we can. um, and yes, yeah, the one of my weaknesses is the second thing I see there: start documenting and recording. And yes, I should make some improvements, because it's a very it's a great issue, it's a great problem, and I should do that more often. And I always forget to
Did you
do
get
that.
your recorder to start working?
No,
Do you have a smartphone?
I have you know, what's it called? I can't remember that. You know, Rob, we talked about that not long ago. It's a portable recorder. I can't remember its name, but I can't use it, because you know there's something that doesn't work and properly. So I have to talk to a friend of mine as soon as I can, maybe next week, and I will fix it up. And so I will be able to record everything I'm working on, and I will let you know as soon as I can.
Okay.
But I'm making progress. I'm making progress. Yes.
I've got
fingers
some
crossed.
apps. I've got an app or two that I could send you, and they're just Android apps, and they just record as WAV files or MP3. So you
Well,
could.
this one's got like a spattle microphone on it. It's got a stereo
cool.
microphone. It's got everything. It's built for it.
I recorded something and I sent it over to Rob, but the quality was very poor. Can you remember that,
Yeah.
Rob? Yes, and so Rob couldn't appreciate what I had written. So you know, I did that with my phone, with my yes, my portable recorder, but the quality was very poor. So it wasn't good, and the quality is poor. No.
So let's talk about losing inspiration.
Oh.
How do you lose your inspiration? Your focus becomes more on other things. You have other things going on in your life that you're not focused on your music, or you're distracted.
Oh yeah.
People stop helping. People stop listening, and you lose your inspiration because of that collaboration with other people is not happening, and that can really cause you to lose your inspiration.
Oh yes. There are many things that could make you lose your inspiration, and your personal life. If things are going well, okay, you won't lose your inspiration. If you are unhappy, depressed, and something like that, you will lose a bit of inspiration. Depends on your mental health, on your life, and on the people around you. That's true. That's true. But if your passion is strong enough to overcome all these issues, you won't lose your inspiration. It's just a matter of time. Maybe you don't write for some months, for 1 month, 2 months, and then you start writing again. So it depends on the things you have to do. If you are very busy and you have to think about other things. If you have builders and decorators in the house, for example, I have had over the last 2 weeks, there's a lot of unpredictable factors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I agree with that.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. This helped build it out a little bit. It's looking good.
On losing
Using inspiration.
inspiration,
Sorry, go on.
allowing people in your head that love to tear you down.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole bunch of haters out there.
Yes. Oh yeah. The haters. You mean on those platforms, YouTube, on people who write hateful messages just to tear you down. Yeah. Just to make you lose your confidence.
Right.
Rob, did you get my Discord message?
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up on screen because it has curse words.
But good friends help a lot.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So did everybody enjoy writing the group poem last week?
I did. And like I said, I had already started writing on that poem. Yeah.
You guys want to do another one today?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Let's do another one. Hopefully we'll keep it in an upbeat. I'll start out. Let me, hold on. I know Glennis is going to ask me to make it bigger, so I'll do that right now.
Ah, yes. True.
Walk through life with heads held high. Fabrizio, you're next.
Oh, yeah. You want to get me into troubles from the beginning, Rob?
Yeah.
You walk through life with hands held high. Well, it's very difficult. That's a very good line.
You want me to skip you?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking over it because it's very
Okay.
difficult. Yeah.
Sure. All right, Martin, you're up.
We walk through life with heads held high. Each step we take pushing. There's a word for it. Hold on. Each step we take pushing our. What's the word? Frustrations aside.
For the poem, do you not need the word our? Each step we take. pushing frustrations
Step we take,
aside.
push out first. We walk through
Each
life with
step
heads
we-
held high. Each step we take,
Pushing
Frustrations
frustrations
aside.
aside.
push
Instead
us
of
aside, push.
Or push frustrations aside. Pushing
First take
frustrations.
out
We walk
pushing
through
out.
life with heads held high. This is the cadence. Oh, it's we walk through life with
Step
heads
we
held
take,
high.
comma, put,
Instead we take, push
Frustrations aside.
maybe you put
us
a comma
aside.
between them.
A hard read.
How about we walk through life with heads held high, each step we take, anger aside.
If you say step we take, push the pain aside, you will
Ooh.
reproduce
There we go.
Rob's cadence perfectly. Just think of it.
Steps we
We
take,
we
put the
walk
pain
through
aside.
life with held at life. Each step we take, put the pain aside. It's like not.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking loudly. I'm not as good as Rob or as you.
You
What
like
do you
that,
mean you're not as
Martin?
good? What do you mean you're not as good? You just totally made it better.
All right. Do you want me to count that as yours, Fabrizio?
Oh no, absolutely no.
Okay.
I'm just a musician. I'm not a poet.
All right. Let's go to Kevin.
So many things left to try, or so many new things left to try, something like that.
Pretty good at this. Pretty good at this.
So many new things left to try.
Honest, you want to try?
Walk through life with heads held high. Each step we take.
Will not
Pushing
allow.
the pain
Sorry.
aside.
So
I
had.
many new things left to try. We shall not be denied. Um, so many new things left to try.
I have something in mind. Can
You
I?
should-
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Glenn, for interrupting you. But
Not at all.
Will not allow our hearts to cry. It's the rhyme is the same. So many new things left to try will not allow our hearts to cry. Do you agree with that, Kevin? Is that the same rhythm?
Yeah.
So many new things left to
Okay.
try will not allow our hearts to cry.
Step we take, pushing the pain aside, so many new things still left to try. Will not allow our hearts to cry.
Or we will not let our hearts cry. Do we need a we?
You can improve it, of course. I
Oh.
just wanted to keep the same
Will
rhythm because I'm
not.
thinking as a musician.
Mhm.
What if we did like a break there,
Okay.
right? And just like added something like, okay, this is just on a musician level, right? And not really so much poetry, but it could be. So like, because we got high aside, try and cry, and then we could just have like a line that says, looking for myself, still looking for myself. Just like that's it, right? Still looking for myself, and then we go back onto the rhythms, and the rhymes.
Like it.
Because if I was to sing it, it'd be like, we walk through life with heads held high. Each step we take, pushing the pain aside. So many new things left to try. Will not allow our hearts to cry. And then it would go, still looking for myself. And then next.
Oh, yes, Rob, are you recording all the? Yes, you are. Yes.
He's like,
okay.
are you doing? Are you? We got
okay. This is very important because Martin, that's a very good thing because yes. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Do you
The
need
kind
a
of-
we in front of will or no?
No, because it matches the cadence of this.
Okay.
Musically, it doesn't work.
Check the chat. James said change pushing in the second line. Change pushing to pushes. I think that probably works a bit better.
On we.
I search the skies.
Still looking for ourselves. Ooh, wow.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Since we're doing the we, it's gonna be still looking for ourselves.
Yes, but you can repeat the same line. Still looking for myself, still looking for myself, and then you goes on. You go on. We go through life. Yes. Sure, this guy's still looking for ourselves.
Put still looking for ourselves where I put still looking for myself. Just change myself to ourselves.
Search the skies, still looking for ourselves.
Still
Mm.
looking for ourselves. And then we got to stick on the we.
You
Yeah.
put are always searching the skies, or no?
Search the skies.
Yeah, I like that.
Above, below. Search the skies above, below.
Maybe you don't need still looking for ourselves. Can you just say still looking for ourselves? Always searching the skies. Do you need still looking for ourselves again after that?
Yep.
We could change it to always searching the skies above, below. Or below, above, above, below. Something like that. Because what is the sky?
Well, the skies are below, but they're not below, right? Only searching the skies above.
And for like interpretation purposes, China is on the other side of us, below us. Going worldwide, always searching.
Important to have a message.
I think China's below us. I mean, that's just what everybody says.
How you guys like that?
Where we will find it, we never know.
Ooh, there we go.
Ourselves there, where we will find it. Where do we find ourselves?
I mean, I have a rhyme to it, but it's biblical.
Well, lay it on us.
Okay, where we will find it, we never know. Could be the story of Jericho.
Which tells the story of Jericho for those of us who are ignorant.
All right, we need one more line.
Where
Never
we'll
gonna
find
give
it
you up. Never gonna let you go.
There we go.
could be the story of Jericho. Never gonna give you up.
Dude, I was
Jericho
kidding.
has 2 R's, huh? Jericho has 2 R's.
Dude, I was kidding. I just rickrolled you.
I know.
Gonna give you up. Never gonna let you go.
Never gonna give you. Yes. What was the song, Martin? It dates back to the 80s, I guess. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rick Astley.
Rick Astley. Oh, yes. Rick Astley. Oh, yes.
Hope
guess
we
like that.
find it before
I was
we
like,
go.
oh my god, he's
Hope
typing
we
it.
find it before we go. No, you did rickroll us, James.
That's nicely done.
And then just repeat it with still looking for
ourselves.
Mm.
And that's when the chorus comes in.
Do you have a title in mind?
Still looking for ourselves.
Still looking for. Okay. Yes. Still looking for ourselves. I like it. Okay. Yes.
Why don't you just call it above? No, I don't know.
Could do above and below. Or searching the skies.
I like that one.
What's that?
Search in the sky. I like Search in the Skies. That's nice.
All right.
Chorus introductory. Dreams. We all need dreams to grow. I know everything's below. No, Jericho, go. But dreams. We all need dreams to. Well, we don't want to rhyme with go, but we can do dreams. We all need dreams. So dreams. We all need dreams to.
Help us grow.
We all need dreams to grow. Oh, yes.
You like that, Martin?
Put dreams in front of it. Dreams. We all need dreams to grow.
We all need things to show. Oh, the stupid thing that
I think you're going too far with the O, right? You got
Yeah.
I have a
high
lot of O's, that's
side,
why I said,
pride
yeah.
high.
We got
You got
below,
no,
Jericho.
Jericho, go.
All right, we'll switch it up.
So you got you got to change the.
All need dreams.
the rhyme.
I'm no musician, but I see the broken pattern.
Dreams to move on.
Let me get my guitar for a second. Hold on.
We all need dreams to move on.
We all need to dream on. So sing with me. Sing for the year.
Dream on. Yes. Oh, yeah. We all need dreams to move on.
Are you
I'll be the
mocking us?
plagiarist. I'll be the plagiarist of the group.
Right. Every group needs a jester.
I have a great one. She's got eyes of the bluish sky.
We all need dreams
How
to
about
move
we
on.
all need dreams to stay alive?
Oh
I
yeah,
like it.
that's that's good. We
I
all
like
need dreams to stay alive.
Dreams.
Now you're
We
going.
all need dreams to stay alive. Like that? Something like that. That's good. Sorry, I'm gonna sing your guys' stuff just so that we can. I just kind of push myself in.
All right, what's the next line?
With heads held
We need
high,
3 more lines.
which pain aside, so many things left to try. Will not allow our hearts to cry.
Inspiration to make us thrive.
Feels
Right.
Information to make us thrive.
Inspiration.
Those are so positive. It's nice.
1 second, I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna sing this.
What course did you use, Martin?
He's muted.
Oh. Yeah, that was beautiful. It was kind of live performance, and it was creating something very very interesting. I wish I could have my a keyboard here. Yes, that would be fantastic. Oh, we all need dreams to stay alive, inspiration to make us thrive. Oh yeah.
Hold on. Let me bring up my cheat sheet.
Or are we going 3 times with thrive? Or is that too many?
Now we go 4 lines with rhyming.
Rhyme Zone. Great website.
Yeah. Something with deprive.
Dive.
We
A sea
still
dive.
love ourselves. We need dreams to stay alive.
Dive into the
Inspiration
sea, into the
to
ocean.
make us thrive. We will. That's
But-
the song. We will survive.
Swim the ocean and we'll survive.
As long as I know how to load.
We swim the ocean.
What's that, James?
You guys are triggering. So I'm in radio, right? I'm not a musician.
Right.
This might be beneficial, right? All you're doing is triggering every popular song that I know by using the word. But am I wrong where a songwriter might take another song in order to.
Yeah, of course.
Get inspiration? No.
Right. I'm sitting here singing "I Will Survive,"
Guns N' Roses.
"Sweet
Something.
Child of Mine," "Dream On."
Got it. I got it. I got it. It ends with "This is our life," the chorus, because this is our life. So we
The
swim
ocean and
the
take a
ocean
deep dive.
You know,
and
that's
take
Bon
a deep
Jovi.
dive. So we swim the ocean and take a deep dive. La da 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 da. This is our life.
You need an is between this is.
Swim the ocean,
Technically.
take a dive. So what rhymes with dive?
Thrive.
Alive, thrive, dive. Okay, so we swim the ocean, take a dive. All we do is survive. Cause this is our lives. Something like that.
And Martin, what is supposed to be the chorus?
That right there. So it goes.
Still looking for no. Still looking for ourselves is kind of break, but the chorus is.
Only the dream to stay alive.
We must, Rob, are you going to change it to we must survive? And then, like Martin was saying, because this is our life.
If the title is Searching the Skies, we need a chorus with Searching the Skies. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, tie into that.
When he goes, I'm in trouble. But I'm still searching the skies. I'm searching the skies, and again, because there's people have to listen to this so many times because it has to remain in their heads, and
Right.
so
What if
the
we
chorus?
did, round and round we must survive, because this is our life.
Round and round we must survive because this is our life. Or life.
So, Rob, if you want to put after still looking for ourselves, that's the chorus. We all need dreams to stay alive, inspiration to make us thrive. We swim the ocean, take a deep dive, round and round we must survive, because this is our life. So we have the first verse says, high aside, try cry, still looking for ourselves. Below, no, Jericho go, still looking for ourselves. And then the chorus.
Yep.
We all need dreams to stay alive, inspiration to make us thrive. We swim the ocean and take a deep dive, round and round we must survive. And
I think the chorus should have, searching the skies, repetition of that. I think that might be better as the chorus, and then those last four is the next verse.
If you put searching the skies instead of because this is our life, we need searching the skies, or we have to change the title and put something else. But the title has to be
change the title.
Exactly. The title is very good. So, but we don't.
Why not just round and round?
Searching the skies. We swim the ocean and take a deep dive. And we are still searching the sky. So, for example, but we have to listen to hear that over and over again.
There is a song called "The Circle of Life," isn't there?
Yes.
Elton John, isn't it? I think.
Personal suggestion: I would write the title as "This Is Our Life."
Yeah, something like that. Don't make it.
James, how about "Never Gonna Let You Go"?
I moved on to Aerosmith.
All right. We happy with this?
Yeah.
I like it.
Nice job, everyone. Now, next up, Martin is going to play his finalized song, Here I Am.
Search the Skies. I'm just going to name it that because that's how I'm exporting it. Yeah, I'll play Here I Am. And then after that, if we can, watch the 10-minute video? If we can't, if we're out of time, that's cool.
We're probably going to be out of time. We'll save it for next week.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I want to have a discussion on it. I watched it already.
You're right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So I have this lame song that somebody wrote, and it was finalized 2 days ago. I'm gonna play it in stereo. In stereo. All right. I'm sorry for anybody that wants to copyright strike, but that's it. That's the song. I am in stereo. I need to request stereo. Turn on original sound. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, my final presentation. I hope you hear it. If you guys talk, you'll hear yourself. Feedback. Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Yep.
When the skies turn gray and the rain won't go away, do you see me? Lying next to you, searching for the truth, do you need me? Do you believe me when I tell you that I'm not okay? If you did, could you help me find a better way? Here I am, there you are, right beside each other.
Love it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bravo,
Good work.
Martin. Bravo,
Yeah, very
bravo.
good.
That was great.
thank you.
That's a very, very good song.
Yeah, nicely done, mate.
Congratulations, Martin.
Now Fabrizio will cover it for you.
right.
Oh well,
I'd love to do a remix of it, to be honest.
I would be pleased to cover this song with my piano.
So James, the final outcome of the song, what genre is it?
I would call that modern day pop rock.
Okay. All right. Because I got to write a genre in there. So
It's not just pop because it's not, synthetic drum bass stuff.
So alternative country pop rock.
It would be like if Foo Fighters did a ballad.
Yeah, that's
okay.
that's nice. I like it.
Mhm.
Well, I am honored to be compared to the Foo Fighters.
There you go. All right, let me share my screen, and we'll end with the quote of the day. I didn't do a joke of the day. Shame on me.
That's the joke.
Right. So, quote of the week. Again from Seth Godin. Courage is the willingness to speak the truth about what you see and to own what you say.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Willingness to speak the truth about you. Yes. Own what you say. Yes.
Yep.
Very
Yeah.
poignant.
Government will do that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody have any other topics they want to talk about this week, or any topics that we could do next week? You
I
don't have to say.
definitely want to do a follow up on this poem. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. I think they're fun. We do some good stuff. It's the collective mind, and people draw inspiration from other people's and play off of one another. I think it's a good exercise.
Yeah, definitely.
It would be interesting if you could play instruments live and try to harmonize the words, the lyrics that we have just written.
Yeah,
that would be fantastic. A kind of jam session, live jam session.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get there one day.
Oh yes, that's
definitely.
Definitely, that would be fantastic.
Everybody knows we want Rob to sing.
No, you don't. You don't want Rob to sing. That's not pretty for anybody.
But you've got an angel's voice, Rob.
Oh yeah.
So James, we could also pull back in more of the crypto side and what you're doing on your end.
Yeah, definitely. We can
Yeah.
talk some crypto next week.
By next week, we should have some good news too.
Okay, great.
Cool.
You could probably for your guys, you could probably do a whole thing on NFTs.
Yeah, we've touched on it in the past. I don't know if you were in the meeting or not, but yeah, I could work something out with NFTs.
Because that's where we're going with. So you know we have MFTU, which is
Right.
mainstream, pretty underground.
Mm-hmm.
So we're playing with that, and we're having a product that's going to be called NFTU.
NFT.
Okay, nice.
NFTs for the so NFTs have already went straight to the Taylor Swifts of the world, right? For a hot moment, everybody made money, but now it's Gemini Exchange. It's all about Taylor Swift and Foo Fighters and all that. So we're going to go back to the independent artist idea and become like an NFT provider. We're heading onto it. It's going to be great.
Cool.
Cool. I look forward to
Hearing about it.
hearing a bit more. Yeah,
It's
great.
coming up next week.
Yeah, we can do it next week.
All right. Great. I'll save some time in the schedule.
And go to our Discord if you want to go to how does that sound? Huh? Go to our Discord for a sneak peek. How do I get the Kevin Trudel, Rob 123.
Next week's guest speaker is James.
You're already in there, right, Martin? So
Yeah. I think that I'm gonna help your administration make sure that it's going cool, and I think that putting the Cyber FM bot in there would be pretty cool too. I know it doesn't really help make the company revenue or make people revenue, but what it does is give them one channel.
it's awareness.
Yeah.
Cool. I've just joined. Thanks, James.
Especially when I'm on the air, they will flock in for that, right? So if I just get extreme and rock in there,
And what's fun about this bot is it bugged me at first, but I realized that so the bot shuts down in 1 hour. Okay? And you have to reboot it manually. What's fun about it is people can listen to it forever long it's on, but when it shuts down, they got to click Cyber FM link.
proof of life.
So we just reset it like maybe once a day, and that's it. So if you get in, you get to listen to it. That's cool. But it goes down. And during the downtime,
Right.
there's a link.
Cool.
Hey, and if I push the link with the we're trying to create a new relationship with a better advertising partner, with better control and better money, hopefully. Our last out, we just got paid. That's how bad radio is across the board. And they blame COVID. We just got paid and they tricked me, December to July. And I was like, wow, talk about being net. I was like a net 180, right?
Right.
My partner goes, no, dude, look at it closely. It says December to July of 20.
Oh.
I was like, holy crap. So now they're a year behind. I haven't realized how slowly this money rolls.
That's crazy.
And you and I could never do that.
No.
If we owed Kevin money, after 90 days, he's going to people's court.
Right.
These guys are like, yeah, it takes a year.
Takes a year to get paid.
He net 30. He net 60. Now we're net 365.
Kevin's
You're
like,
the-
Kevin's like, what do you mean people's court in 3 months? I'd be there in a week. Which check?
Yeah, right. I can do it online now.
Right.
No, not at all. But that's just ridiculous. That is just absolutely ridiculous, isn't it?
So we're talking to a startup, so you can actually go CEO to CEO. And I say, hey man, listen, this is what we need. And he's reselling those big companies. get, Target Spot, AdsWiz or whatever. But that means if he wants to grow, he's willing to negotiate and give you better percentages.
Nice.
We don't have his inventory, right? We don't have. It doesn't benefit online radio if I go to like Joey's Pizzeria in Atlanta, because we might have 100 listeners in Atlanta. The other 800,000, or they're never going to go to Joey's Pizza in Atlanta. So you really need national advertising, national marketing, or these big providers are like, okay, this family is in Jersey, this guy's in Seattle, and they overlay we send out a dummy ad, they overlay it with a localized. That's when Joey's Pizza works. That's technology we don't have. That's why you rely on that.
Right.
Radio is a whole nother conversation. There's a lot of reasons, like Spotify doesn't really want to pay the artists that much. But if you heard about the expenses, not only from the government, but just to survive, you go, yeah, of course Spotify don't want to pay anybody. It's not a profitable. Spotify might be worth $14 billion. They are not making $14 billion. They are bleeding money. For some reason, stock prices go up when you announce.
Crazy.
That you're hurting.
Eventually, all the venture capital runs out, doesn't it? And they've got to stand on their own.
Yep.
So Spotify is a great example, right? Because they're Sony Music, and what's the other big one? BMG. Basically, that BMG and Sony own Spotify. So unless you're signed to Sony or BMG, you're considered an independent artist for Spotify.
So Cyber FM has ads running on Cyber FM, right? Or is it ad?
Yeah, we keep it as minimal as we can without going broke.
Yeah, I think that you're just setting forth a pioneer of the future, and it's just been in, you have the future in the year 2021 when they have Spotify, or iTunes. iTunes is old. iTunes is out of date, man.
Right.
Spotify, I mean, I don't have an
Spotify
account. Some people have accounts. I don't have an account, but it's the only reason if you do have an account is because everything else is out of date.
The problem with Spotify for me, I just went to Miami last week. That meeting I missed, I went to Miami. And it's like a 6-hour drive with car accidents and traffic. I checked out Spotify and I chose Aerosmith Radio.
Mm-hmm.
And Aerosmith's I love Aerosmith. I live and breathe it. Spotify played way too much Aerosmith for me. Playing a lot.
Well, Kevin, what streaming service platform do you use to stream your music?
Spotify.
Okay, and Rob?
Spotify.
Spotify. So, Nicoletta?
YouTube, Spotify, not very much, but mainly YouTube, Facebook sometimes. Yeah, okay. Facebook sometimes and Spotify.
So Glenn is your Spotify too?
No, SiriusXM.
Oh, so okay. So that's been here for a long time. But what one has died down? Do you guys all remember? It used to be so famous.
Pandora.
And I think Pandora's second great next to, and I'm going to say it, they're now called Live by Live. But they're called Slacker Radio.
Is Pandora an American thing? Because I don't think I've ever heard it or used it. Heard of it or used it, to be honest.
No, it's global.
Is it? Right.
Just go to Pandora.com.
I eventually signed up for Spotify as a bit of a grudge purchase, really, because I've got it's a long story, but basically I've got an amp that has an inbuilt Spotify connection. So I subscribed to Spotify because of that. If I hadn't done, I would have been happy with YouTube as a jukebox, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But I eventually jumped ship.
what's the one thing? And I know we're over time, but what's the one thing that we keep going to these music platforms for? Is it because we can type in a genre of music or whatever, and then it starts playing?
It's the variety.
Okay. So with Cyber FM, we can get that same thing,
Yeah.
right? But it's live.
Do you know we did this research? This is gonna blow your mind. Asia, like Vietnam, even Tokyo, they don't recognize or use or acknowledge the word radio. And we've had, in America, it's Cyber FM radio. These guys come in from the other countries and they go, well, what is this radio thing? What do you mean radio? And then you ask a dumb question to someone in like Vietnam and you go, well, do you own a car? And they come back with, well, no, we don't. So they don't literally, radio is not a key factor in their life. The minute that we started saying, which is really recent, real time streaming music, they go, oh, so it's real time. Yep. Don't miss it, because when you miss it, it's gone. So the future, we used to argue the generations becoming dumber as they get older. It's going to happen in America where radio is a word that's no longer used.
Mm-hmm.
So we reinvented the radio contest on Twitter. People love it. And now we're saying we have one of our sweepers where the girl goes real time playing, cryptocurrency paying, streaming music, cyber.fm. We're using radio sweepers. We're using jingles. We're running an ad. We do live shows. We have contests. Not radio. That's where the future is going. It's just changing the world. And it's so we have you guys will appreciate this. From this morning, we had this conversation. We thought it up. The crypto side, the people are always like, when are you going to be in Binance? When are you going to be in KuCoin? Well, Binance wants like $8 million to list over there. So, unless you're popular and you harass them. So we decided that we're going to create an enhancement in the mobile app from our NFT idea. And it's basically going to say, I want my Cyber FM. Does that sound familiar at all?
Hmm.
I want my Cyber FM. In 1981, MTV said to the cable companies, we're going to play music all day. And the cable companies said, nobody's going to watch TV to listen to music. No. And MTV was like, well, crap. What do we do? So they created that campaign. I want my MTV. Then they got the musicians doing it. I want my MTV. Next thing you know, money's for nothing and chicks are for free. Mm-hmm. I want my MTV. So we said, let's go back to 1981. Nobody in the current generation is really going to remember or recognize that. Mm-hmm. That's how dumb, you hate to use the word dumb, but that's how antiquated the world has become in terms of short-term memory. So we're going to push this, I want my Cyber FM, and it's going to send an email to the exchange in a month, like Binance. And we said, okay, all we're going to have to do is 10,000 people click that button. Let's piss off Binance. Mm-hmm. They're either going to say, please stop emailing us, or they'll list us. But the campaign idea just came back from 1981.
Yeah.
All of history repeats itself. And I believe with musicians, if you remember the 1950s, Richie, who sang La Bamba, right? Richie, what was his last name? Richie Valens. Mm-hmm. The record director guy drove to all the radio stations with the record in hand. I said, come on, man, you got to play this record. Just play it once. Just play it once, right? And then he'd pay them. Here's $25. played a song before the FCC made payola illegal in America. So that's what's going to be happening soon. I'm not going to, CyberFM will never do it, but you're going to see in the future, Spotify saying, hey, you really want this, up, it's going to be $25 per 1,000 plays or something like that. History is going to repeat itself.
Yep. Video killed the radio star.
And now the internet will kill the radio. I don't know. That might be that. Somebody should do a parody of that song, and we'll run it. Right. Streaming killed iHeartRadio.
That's
So to
another one.
Martin's point, it's like, whoa. Cyber FM is just regular radio, but nobody knows what regular radio is. So,
Reinvent it.
did you know that you could just listen to a guy live on the air and request a song?
Reinvent what's already been invented.
Yeah, might as well.
Genius.
Yep.
That's so true. You know, record players, right? They recently started coming out in the past 2 years because everybody wanted this vintage look. Everybody wanted this retro look. Everybody wanted the nostalgic. And that's what you're half bringing the world.
I play vinyl on my shows.
There we go.
I don't not an MP3 of a vinyl.
Oh, you should advertise that you're playing a vinyl.
We do.
When you play vinyls, right?
We do.
To the youth.
Yes, this is it. I could pump. That's funny. It's Aaron's good pump. I could pump. I'm all set up. That's what I do. Is that I say to God, and we tell stories on the air. My wife came in the other day. We were doing. Not the other day. It was a while ago, and we were talking about it. I said back in the 70s, these DJs had singles. They were little records, right? All they had to do was put the needle down, play the song, and then they queued up the second deck. I said, but we don't do that. We don't have that. I have the big one, the 45. So I said, we have to drop this needle on the right track, so I'm not going to hit it. I'm gonna land that needle somewhere at the end of the previous song because my eyes aren't going to allow me to do it. So my wife walked in. She goes, "I'll do it," and she hit it. It was In Excess, and I wanted one of the middle songs on the In Excess album. She dropped the needle right there. It was perfect. It was radio gold, and it was a request. They said, "Do you have In Excess on vinyl?" And I said, "Sure as shit, I do." And we played it with the white noise and the crackle over the future of streaming online radio. It's artwork.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
About music.
All right, guys. I think we're going to call it for the day. We will see you next week. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate everyone showing up and participating.
Thanks a lot, Rob.
We'll do another group home next week that James can mock us.
I should run.
So,
James, I've had some ideas about that. I want my MTV thing, so I'll send you some links in the week. I've got some ideas.
I still owe you the roadmap.
definitely.
We change so fast that next week it'll be a whole different.
Well, yeah, you have to keep me posted on that. But nice to talk to you all today.
All right, take care.
Ciao,
Nice
Kevin.
weekend, everyone.
Ciao, James.
Ciao, everyone.
Dennis, Rob, and
Bye,
Martin.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Talk to you
Ciao, my
later.
friends.